know sometimes life can be tough, and you feel like you just had enough. When you're thinking everything is gone wrong, just remember that I'm here to cheer you on. Yeah, I wanna pick you up from the ground, let you know that I'm always around. 'Cause I know we can make it, yes we can make it if we try. Keep on trying. You got it. I believe in you. You got it. I know you got this. You got it. Just keep on trying. You got it.
Whew. What's going on, y'all? This is Nico.
And Natalie.
And welcome back to another video. Thank you so much for joining us. We are a homestead located in Central Florida on a little over 10 acres. My wife and I have 4 beautiful children. We have all kind of animals that we raise, nurture, care for, all of that good stuff. And yes, I said Central Florida, but it's still cold.
Yeah, it's cold tonight.
We don't have snow like a lot of people in the South, which that sentence in itself sounds like an oxymoron, but it's still cold. So, whew. Yes, y'all. So, as y'all saw us do in the previous video, we've been getting into some early like spring cleaning type stuff. And y'all, I thought I was done. You know, I've done a lot. I feel like I've done a lot. And y'all know I'm on paternal leave, mom's on maternity leave. I thought I was about to actually be able to sit down and relax on the couch and maybe watch, you know, binge watch some Game of Thrones,
Yellowstone,
or House of Dragon, Yellowstone, something. And then I see mom turn in the corner, man, and she had a honey-do list, y'all, a to-do list. So I have a whole laundry list of things that mom wants me to do. So I'm gonna bring you along for that. Plus, of course, we gotta talk about the title of the video. All right, I'm hopping in the video real quick now that Natalie's gone, just to say that it's not funny, these to-do lists, y'all. She made me feel like an employee. You know, have y'all seen that meme where the lady's like, you've been promoted? That's what I felt like with this to-do list.
You have been promoted. You are now one of my elite employees. And when you're done picking up the trash, I need you to hand these out to every person that walks into this property in the facility, okay? Immediately.
And she's not around right now, so I can really speak my mind. But let's get back to the video.
Well, before we jump into that, I do want to say congrats to our 3 winners. Y'all, it's really cold here. I'm really shaking. It's so cold. But we sent the gift cards, so you should have gotten them by now. And we for sure will do some more in the future.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that was fun.
Sharing our blessings with others, passing it forward.
And it wouldn't be possible
without y'all anyway. So
why not?
We feel like why not share the love? So yeah.
But yes, so I did have a little honey-do list. And I can't say it was we that got it done because honey-do got it done.
Let's go ahead and dive into it, y'all. Let's go. Whew. All right. Here's some of the stuff y'all saw. Tractor Supply deliver some new bedding for like Graceland, our aviary, and Egypt's chicken coop. Some new bedding, so we should be good there. But oh wait, y'all haven't seen that part yet. That'll be in the video. Yeah. But I didn't want anyone to accuse me of clickbait. I don't know why I care about that so much. I think the reason I care about that so much is because people don't be watching the whole videos. If you make like a 20-minute video, you're lucky if people watch like 15 minutes of it, like straight up. So I'm gonna just get straight to it. Then we'll get to the rest of the video where you'll see like this. And what's up, Achilles? Sit. Thank you, buddy. People don't be watching the video, so I figured let me put this in the beginning of the video, even though I wanted to put it at the end of the video. Let's get it over with. So if this is all you cared about because of the title and thumbnail, you can get it and go. But if you're a real one and you really rock with us and you're an OG, I know y'all are gonna watch the video. So thank y'all for the support, thank y'all for the love. But yeah, I'm over here trying to gather myself because I just finished having to bury something that Thor killed. And I did record it because it's the strangest thing. This happened during the daytime. So I recorded it. I recorded the dead animals, and I recorded myself burying it. But then I was like, I don't know if I want to show that. I know I have a lot of friends that have homestead or farm channels and they show like deceased animals and stuff like that, but we've never done it in this manner. And I wasn't sure if our audience would be okay with that. If you would, let me know in the comments, and in the future, I'll be like, okay, bet, here's the footage. But I decided not to show it, but essentially, you see me run off. And the reason I run off is because I was trying to get the pressure washer ready to go. And I was listening to a podcast. Actually, I was listening to our friends over at Cog Hill Farm. I was listening to their podcast and I heard like some ruckus. So I paused it and I took my headset out so I could hear. And I was like, oh, okay, something's going on. And I had to book it. And I got back there and I saw that our neighbor's dogs were chasing something through a pasture. And by the time I made it to our back pasture, while I'm trying to book it, it was raccoons. And what were raccoons doing out in the middle of the day? I have no idea, but they were being chased by the neighbor's dogs. And I looked it up, and there's many reasons why raccoons will be out during the day. They could be looking for a new shelter. Food could be very scarce, so they're out and about trying to find food during the daytime. They could have babies that they're trying to feed. So yeah, they ran these raccoons into our pasture. And these dogs, they've been out and about before, and they've only gotten into our back pasture like once. Our front pasture, they used to get in there all the time before we got it the way they were getting in fixed. And they haven't been a problem in a while. But yeah, they ran them straight to Thor.
Y'all, our neighbor's dogs were just in our fence, and Thor was not having it. Look, there's another one. He's going out through the pasture next to us is our neighbor's land, but now I need to figure out how they got in here. Little intruders. Look at Thor doing his job.
And Thor had him cornered, and by the time I got there, he had already done his job on both raccoons. A+ to him for getting it done. I'll give him a grade of an F for going after raccoons, because what? I was really worried about him, honestly. He didn't have any scratches. I don't know if he jumped him, got the element of surprise on him. I don't know. But he didn't have any scratches. Up until this point, I don't see any bites. But we did already go ahead and call our vet. And our vet's coming out. And Bo. Our vet's coming out, and all of our dogs are up to date on their shots. We make sure that's just something you got to stay on top of as a dog owner, whether it's a house dog, a yard dog, a guardian dog, whatever. We stay on top of that, and that gives me some comfort. But she's on her way out, and that probably won't be in this video, so I'll just update y'all in a future video on what she finds or what the state of things are. But yeah, he killed 2 raccoons, y'all. And we're in late January, so one of the things that, while I have your attention, that I just want to bring up is this is getting towards a time of year where the predators are going to be out and about. It's cold. As food gets scarce, they're going to gain more courage, going further into territory they normally won't. Even in cities, they'll go into the suburbs, they'll go into the cities looking for food. And I'm really talking about things like raccoons, things like coyotes, which reminds me, y'all, if you have small animals like cats, small dogs, man, even if you have like a medium-sized dog, even a large dog like Achilles, Zeus, or Thor, you got to be really careful with these coyotes, man, because for one, they roam in packs. The larger the pack, the less they're going to care about the size of the prey. But they really do go for easy targets naturally, right? But if they're really desperate or really hungry, or they really feel like they have the up on an animal, they'll go for larger animals as well, especially in a pack. We hear coyotes all the time. Matter of fact, not too long ago, in the middle of the day, I saw a coyote going down our road, looking in our fenced pasture. It was almost like he was casing our property, which coyotes are really smart, y'all. Like they pay attention to patterns. So they'll pick up on when you're usually home, when you're not home, because they notice like when cars are there, when cars aren't there, when activity's happening, when activity's not happening, when animals are out, when you put your animals up. Like they will case your place, and they're very smart. And I felt like that's what that coyote's doing. And many nights, more nights than I like to admit, Natalie will wake me up in the middle of the night like, hey, what's that noise? And it's coyotes making all that noise. Y'all know they say it sounds like, I don't know, it's a lot of yipping and yapping. Some people say it sounds like a screaming woman when like they kill something or they're like really going for something. I know there's, is it a cougar that also sounds like a screaming woman as well? Y'all know Florida has panthers, but in our area we have coyotes. They are smart, and there's many nights I have to get up and just like turn on lights or go out there, make noise, make racket, so they know like, hey, don't come over here. And you know, this is just a warning to anyone that has small animals like cats or dogs. Once again, they will take your animal or your beloved pet, and I would hate for that to happen to anyone that follows us. So just be aware as we enter into the cold months and we enter into breeding season, coyotes are going to be out and about, and they will take your babies. So, and don't take my word for it. It can be a little graphic, so watch at your own, under your own will, not forcing you. But there's all kind of videos on YouTube of people's game cameras, or just like cameras on their house, Ring cameras, whatever, where they're sharing like very, very sad videos of their animals being taken by coyotes, and you can see it, and it's very sad. So just, if you normally let your dogs out in the middle of the night to use the bathroom and things like that, just be more aware, that's all. Especially if you know you have coyotes, because I would hate to hear of anyone out there that lost their baby to animals that are out and about during this time of year. And we don't have a large platform, but we do have a platform. So Natalie and I felt like this was the right time to make this video, just to speak about the dangers that are out there, and make sure you're prepared. But yeah, we'll see how Thor is doing. Once again, didn't see any scratches, didn't see any bites. He appears to be okay. He did his thing. We're going to have to give him a great steak or something for doing his job, which leads me to my final point. We are on the lookout for another livestock guardian dog, maybe another 2, because we have Achilles, who does an amazing job in the house yard whenever he's out. Zeus is like, the only deterrence he has is his size. Outside of that, he'll probably lick a coyote and want to play with it. And then obviously Thor's going to do his job. But, you know, once again, coyotes are very smart and they will do like distraction techniques on livestock guardian dogs. For example, like let's say it's a pack of 5. They'll send like 2 or 3 to create a diversion, knowing that the livestock guardian dog would go for them. And then the other 2 will go get whatever they're trying to get to. So we think if we have another 1 or 2 livestock guardian dogs, it'll really help us protect the entire property, especially since they have jump gates and can get to like the different pastures. And none of these coyotes that think they're smart, like you know, Coyote and the Roadrunner, like the coyote, Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner, if they think they're smart, we'll be ready for them. So if y'all know any channels out there that have had any pups, or if y'all know any livestock guardian dogs that are for sale, that are preferably puppies, let us know, because we'll definitely reach out to those channels or farms. They don't even have to be on social media. And if, hey, we'll go get it. We got Thor, as many of you know, from Eddy Family Farm in Oklahoma. We'll hop on a plane now. Well, you know, for a good dog. No shelters though, please. No like adoptions or anything like that. We would just rather support a farm or a small business. Now, let's get to the video. And please watch the video. It's a good video. I think you'll like it. All right, let's go, y'all. Come on, Achilles. So this is what we're dealing with right here, y'all. Natalie and I are modest people, or at least we like to think. So when we moved into this house, we kept these old faucets that leak. They've always leaked. There's so many other things about the house that we did keep the same and didn't touch or renovate. But after all these years, Natalie said, "Can you please fix this?" So I said, all right, man, all right, let's get into it. So these are the replacement pieces. They're like $17 a piece. That hurt my soul. But I just went ahead and bought them. And you can see what the old one on the right, new one on the left. So big difference. But yeah, a lot of learning off of YouTube University and figured out how to do it. So taking off the pieces to get this all done and put together, or taken apart rather, and see if we could get this fixed on the first go, on the first try. So taking all the pieces off, and y'all, I almost made a mistake right here. Don't ask me how I know, but if you forget to turn off the water, this part right here, once you pull that piece off, water will spray everywhere like you struck oil. Once again, don't ask me how I know that. Just believe me, you want to turn that water off before you do this. All right. So there's a little spring in there you have to take out. Took out the little spring. I tried to go ahead and reassemble everything, but there was too much water in the way, as you'll see in a few seconds here. But this waterproof grease is only like $1, and it's very important. It keeps the parts moving in there, keeps them lubricated. And this is where you can see me trying to put it back in there, but there's still some standing water. So just try it out, you know what I mean? There's nothing to it but to do it. So took some tissue, dipped it in there. A napkin probably would have been easier, but got it all dry. And then once it was all dry, I could come back and put the spring in there. So popped in the new piece. You got to make sure it's facing the right direction, or your handles won't be turning the appropriate way. Don't ask me how I know that either. The magic of editing, right? Makes you look like a pro. But cleaning up the work area and getting everything reassembled so we can see if this is going to work out for us. And yeah, y'all, getting it all put back together, screwing that handle so you could turn the water on and off, and voila. Well, yeah, I guess first you should turn the water back on. But yeah, y'all, look at this. The water is back on. no leaks, no water's running out of the handle area. It's as it should be. And y'all, another project done, another project down, and I'm so proud of myself. But that wasn't the only faucet in the sink that had leaks. So I went to go do the other one. It had the exact same issue. We got it done. As you can see, no leaks here either. Clean up your area. Nice, neat, clean. Everything organized. Y'all know how we get down over here. So now that that's done, I thought I was going to go sit down and relax, but nope. Natalie had other, she had other plans that brought tears to my eyes, y'all. I thought I was about to go back to that couch. She said, "No, keep working. You could get some of that list done tonight." So, hey, that's what I did. So as the sun was setting, I said, "Man, let me go ahead and finish this so I can relax." This light above the toilet has been out for like over a year and a half. So I finally said, "Man, let me get up there and figure out what's going on and get it all cleaned out." So we got that fixed. Bam. Oh, that's not the only light in the bathroom that's been out though. So I found these at Lowe's. I like these lights because they simply just screw in. You're not wiring anything at all. You just screw that part right there into the outlet like you would a normal light bulb. And these can be bright lights or like a white light or a relaxing light like a yellow light. I chose to go with the yellow because, and when you're in the bathroom, especially, this is a light over the tub, you want to relax. So getting the old light down, getting the old light bulb down, and going to put this new one up. And yeah, y'all, it was done, and Mom was happy. She was proud of me, and I think she genuinely was proud of me. But I think she was more so happy that she finally had those two lights back. But we got it put back up there, and bam. Oh yeah, I like that right there. Great end result. All right, y'all. Made it outside. This is the next day. And just getting some things done around the homestead. Like the cows needed this new round bale. So going to get that in there to them so that they could be nice and happy because the grass is super dormant and not growing at all. There's no nutrition out there for them. So getting this out there, and there'll be some happy campers. A couple videos back, or maybe like a month ago or so, I made a video about how expensive water hoses are. And we have a lot of busted water hoses on the property, and normally you would throw them away, but I found this repair kit. And you can find them at any hardware store or Amazon, but they work wonders. And instead of throwing away these expensive water hoses, you could just repair them. So that's what we're going to do. And I was about to get to it with this patch on some of our water hoses so I could get back to work. But Mom had other plans for me. So first she wanted to get out here and get a measurement on the pool because we always forget the dimensions. You can see that cover, that tarp that's on the pool. The hurricanes, last hurricane season did a number on them. And I mean a number on them. On this tarp, it got blown all around and there's holes all in it and all of that. So we need a new one. So we're out here taking measurements to figure out exactly what size to order. And then, we had to have a little debate over what color to order. We could have ordered like a green tarp, a blue tarp made for the pool that would have been delivered the very next day. But I was like, nah, y'all know me, the aesthetics. The house is white and black. Everything else on the property is black and white. I said, man, let's get this black tarp. Even though it's going to take, man, it still hasn't arrived. Mom said it won't be here until like another week, so almost a total of like 8 or 9 days waiting on the delivery of this thing. But hey, the wait is worth it if everything can look uniform. So here we go. Y'all see how that water is spraying everywhere? It's pretty loose right here. Well, normally, I'm gonna be honest, I would have thrown this water hose away, you know? And I know that there's other repair kits out there, but they don't always work out. But the ones I found, these had very great reviews. And what I like about it is you just cut off the end piece, or let's say you had a hole in your hose. Instead of throwing away the whole hose, you could just cut right behind where that hole is and add the new piece on the end, and you still have a water hose. And I think that works out better than like trying to patch a hole or trying to fix a leaky end or anything like that. So I'm getting this piece on here, and I'm hoping to get it done so that I can get to pressure washing, because that's what I wanted to do. My plan was to pressure wash the front porch, back porch, the barn, and shop concrete area, and pressure wash the house. So essentially pressure wash everything on the property. And this is something that I do about twice a year. And it's always amazing to me how it just brings back the life of the concrete. It makes it look like it just got poured that day, which is always a beautiful feeling when things are nice and clean and just getting it over with, you know. And although this was something on Mom's honey-do list, I am happy to get these repairs done for the water hoses, because the girls use the water hoses all the time. So now they should work well for them and not cause any issues, and I can pressure wash. So going to get this thing reconnected, going to give it a test, and hey, compared to how it was leaking before, I would say that this is a win. I didn't screw it on there tight or all the way, so that's why it was dripping. But hey, a win is a win. So let's get to it, man. If you're still watching the video at this point, this is why I love you. For real, this is why I love you. This is why Natalie and the kids love you, because you support our family and you watch the video all the way through. And, you know, maybe fast forward a little bit or skip a part or here or there, but hey, it doesn't matter. You're hearing my voice right now. So thank you so much for making it to this part of the video. Let's get back to it. I was trying to get that job done with the repairs needed to the pressure washer and some of the fittings. Then Tractor Supply showed up. So these are the flakes that you saw me sitting on at the beginning of the video. They delivered 13 of them for us. Plus they delivered some feed. So got some more chicken feed and feed for Bo and feed for the cows and some more dog food as well. So shout out to Tractor Supply for this delivery. So here I am getting the pressure washer going, getting it running. So I'm getting it cranked up after getting the water hose repaired and then getting one of the wands repaired. Then I had to make a repair to the surface cleaner, which is going to be this like, that's the wand I had to repair. There's the surface cleaner. It wasn't working properly either. So I finally got all that stuff repaired. I probably have about 2.5 to 3 hours worth of sunlight left. So I'm feeling good. I think I could get it all done. I'm listening to the Cog Hill podcast. Life is good, but I hear that noise in the background, so I have to take off. But we've already spoken about that. And you remember all that sunlight I was talking about? Yeah. After checking on Thor, figuring out what was going on, making sure everything was okay, trying to figure out what happened, and burying the raccoons, I lost all my sunlight. So this is like 3.5 hours, almost 4 hours later, but finally getting to the pressure washing. And man, it's always so satisfying to see it go from dirty to clean. And what's crazy about pressure washing, especially when you do it, I mean, like I said, I do it at least twice a year, you don't notice how dirty it is until you actually clean the cement. Like before, I wouldn't have necessarily said that the cement was dirty, but now looking at this, it clearly was. So it's always nice, and isn't it so satisfying watching this? You know, I could be weird, but whatever. So getting things out of the way on the porch, because like I said, I'm doing all of the porches, the barn and shop, and y'all, I was out there until like 2 in the morning. No exaggeration. Great thing our neighbors don't live directly by us, because you know the pressure washer is loud, but I was able to get it all done, and was very cold, but finally made it into the house, got showered up, and Mom saw the results the next morning, and y'all, she was happy and actually let me relax and sit down somewhere. But you know, this is part of being a homeowner, and this is part of, you know, running a homestead as well, keeping things nice, neat, clean, and organized. Chip away a little bit at a time, y'all, just a little bit at a time, and things run efficiently. Then you don't feel like things pile up on you, or you have like this long to-do list that takes days and days and days. You know, it makes life easier.
And y'all, I know I joked about my honey-do list, but Nico wasn't the only one getting things done. I was in the house decluttering and going room by room. And it kind of makes you feel like a hoarder when you realize how many things you don't use. But got a lot done in the house, and then jumped into decluttering the barn, decluttering the shop. And it wasn't just a one-day thing. Let me say that. It was a couple of days of getting that done, but it does feel refreshing to have it finished now. And once we were done, we had a company come out, and what they do is they take all your donations, they'll discard the things you want them to discard, and then they have like a little resale store where they do the other things, but then they also donate some of it too. And so that was nice, because we just had to say like, here, this one want to get donated, we want to discard, and they came and picked everything up. And I didn't think we would have a truck full, but we had about 2/3 of a truck full. It was crazy. It's cold. And y'all, while we're sitting here in sunny Florida, we're feeling kind of left out, I think, from all the pictures of the snow and the videos, being on FaceTime with my sister and them in Lafayette, Louisiana, and they got a bunch of snow. And so Nico and I took a moment to go back to 2017 in Mississippi, when it was Idris' first time seeing snow. So check out this clip.
Oh. Sorry. Ow! I'm cold. My finger's cold, Mommy.
Because it's cold outside. You gotta throw it up. You ready? Say sit. Can't throw it. You ready? We can throw it. Say 1, 2, 3. Say woo! It's all over me.
Oh, your jacket.
It's
Oh,
on
your
your
jacket.
jacket.
Oh, your jacket too, Mommy.
Yeah. Ooh, my hands are cold. You want
Look.
some chocolate milk?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Take
Look.
a picture first, and then we go get chocolate milk. Say cheese.
Cheese.